Hi, this is Tayo, your weight loss buddy. Yes, so today I want to speak to you about what works. I want to tell you what the truth is. I want to tell you what most people have been failing to tell you all this while. It's almost like a closely knit secret between gym instructors and also weight loss coaches. We are here to demystify everything, and in fact, to make it a lot easier for you to even decipher what works and what doesn't work. Yeah. So in my search for what works. I mean, I'll give you a quick background. I grew up, let's say 7, 8, 9, 10 year old. I'm the sort of person you would never choose on your football team. You won't choose me on your football team, or if you are playing five-a-side, you won't even choose me, because I wasn't sporty. I was this very small looking, frail young boy. You understand that kind of thing? So until I got into the university, did I went to the University of Ibadan, yeah, up school. I read mathematics, and I had never known anything. I've never, played any sport. I can still remember the only goal I ever scored in my life when I was in SS3. It was one small, football, competition we're playing, and I scored a goal, and I can never forget it. That's the only goal I can remember I've ever scored in a football competition. So I was never fit. I was just, gym, no. So I got into the University of Ibadan, and in my second semester 100 level, I found out that, oh, there's a swimming pool in this school. Yeah, so, and it's free for students to go to. At that time, no, free for members of the swimming team, but it was there about 20 naira for you to go to the pool and swim then. So you might think I'm old. I'm not that old though. It's Nigeria that got really bad. Yeah, yeah. 20 naira for you to go swimming at the University of Ibadan swimming pool. So fast forward, I started working out. I started going to the gym. I started getting interested in looking buff, and I started lifting weights and all. So I had my six pack. I have everything, and then fast forward to while I started growing older. By the time, all through my 24, 25, 26, I was ripped, 30 years old, I was ripped. So I can tell you that with age comes something. With age comes something. And guess what? What used to work when you were a lot younger will not work again, because your hormones have changed. You have changed. It is not because you got comfortable. It's not because you are now eating too much. It's not because you need to reduce your food. It's because what is processing the food, the blender inside of you, has changed. The hormones have changed. Your digestive tracts have changed. That is why many a times you would not hear a 12-year-old have diabetes, except for exceptional cases. A 26-year-old having diabetes or high blood pressure and things like that. So because your body knows how to heal these things, all the hormones, all the enzymes and all are firing strong when you're a lot younger. But by the time you clock this 35, you see that age, that 35 years old, you need to you become a scientific animal at that point. That is when you begin to check how much sugar is in the food that you're eating. I'm not even talking about white sugar, because the sugar we hate so much is from sugar cane. So, and quite a number of us we take sugar cane, we choose sugar cane, and it doesn't give that effect. But when it is in the cube form or in the white form, then it gives that effect. It's because when you're taking a spoon of sugar, it's equivalent to you taking like 3 sticks of sugar cane. And because of your teeth, you will never go 2 or 3 sticks of sugar cane. Hey, but let's leave that aside. That's not what we're here to talk about today. What we're here to talk about, I'm going to tell you this triage, these things that work. But then in my videos after now, I'll begin to break them down one by one. Yeah. I mean, at some point, the reason why I told you that story is because when I clocked 35, I started adding weight. And when I was 32, I added weight, I burned it off, I came back down, I lost close to 20 kg. I mean, easy, I lost 20 kg. But once I clocked 40 and I celebrated that 40 years, I was done. I have never lost 1 kg since I clocked 40. I've only been climbing. I went from about 78 kg, I went to 104. Yeah, I kid you not. 104. I mean, I don't know. 104 was almost, 70 thereabout. If you multiply 70 times 2, that is almost 140. You understand? So I went from a 78, I became 104 until I found this out. I found it out in error, actually. Me and my wife, we started, so I attend the Elevation Church, and we had this fast forward program where you're fasting till 6 p.m., So what I did was that, hey, I can't do till 6 p.m., I'm still growing, So I decided to break at 12. But when I break at 12, I decide not to eat food at 12. I decide to take a smoothie at 12. The days I don't get the smoothie, I just eat an apple at 12. And then by 6 o'clock, when I get back home, then I eat. And then I notice that I don't feel like eating a lot once I get back home at that time, because now it's almost night. And then all of a sudden, so that is one aspect of it. So from morning, when you stop eating at there about 5:30 or 6, from that time till the following morning, and by 12 o'clock the following day, your body is devoid of any blood sugar. When there is no blood sugar for the muscle to use, then your body tap into its fat storage. It is this tapping into the fat storage, meaning you are letting this, your machine, work for you. The reason why it has not worked is because you're not allowing the machine to do the work. You want to use weight, you want to lift weight, you want to go jogging, you want to hammer the body into removing fat from the body. If you really want to get this, go to the market, look at a cow that has been killed, the meat on the table. When you look at it, you will see the fat is inside the muscle is inside the fat. You cannot shred out the fat from the muscle. It's there. The fat is the food for the muscle. So if you continue to take a lot of blood sugar, if you take a lot of glucose or fructose in excess, your body will use up that one and will never tap into your fat storage. So you take a bit of fruit or juice at 12, you wait till 5:36, and you have dinner. Now, that lie from the pit of hell that says your breakfast is your most important meal. Your breakfast is the food you eat when you break your fast. That evening food is not your dinner, that is your breakfast. It is very important because it is very, very important. It's not a morning meal. Morning meal called breakfast was a propaganda that was put out there by the cereal companies. So if you really want to know where it all started from, that's where it started from the people selling bread and butter, from the people selling cereal. That is where it started from. Your breakfast is the first meal that you eat in the day. You break your fast, so you should be fasting. Yes. So then you begin to ask me, so you have never lost weight after you clocked 104 kg. So these 7 days you did of the fast, how many kg did you lose? I lost 6 kg. 6 kg. That's no joke. That is no joke. So I've continued it. I've continued my fast because it seemed like when you are 35 and above, this is how to live life. You should not always be eating. You should not always be snacking. Regular snacking means spiking of insulin, means your body will never be used to burn the fats, meaning you continue to add, meaning you continue to gain. I've asked quite a number of people who are slim and all, and I said, no, I don't do anything. Yeah, I don't do anything. I just, I don't know. It's nature. It's not nature. When you begin to ask them further, you find out that many of them, when they eat, they don't eat many times. They leave a lot of space in between their meal naturally by themselves without even thinking about it. When they take an account, when you do a diary for such people, you will notice this. Do you understand? So as much as possible, the first thing I want to share with you, spacing out that meal that way helps. It works like magic. Before we begin to talk about workout, and when I work out now, I used to be a CrossFitter. Yes. If you know what it means to be a CrossFitter, one day I'm gonna share some of my videos here. We're doing the deadlifts. You are doing the, Romanian deadlift, all kinds of deadlift, all kinds of workouts. Yeah. However, when you grow older, there's a level of workout you do, it begins to spike your cortisol level. Your cortisol level is your stress. It's largely linked to your stress. Yeah, it's a stress hormone. Yeah, it happens in your body when you are stressed, and when you are stressed, you don't burn fat. You will just be wasting. You will be looking older. Yeah, that's why you find someone, they say, oh, you look a lot better when you are not losing weight than when you are losing weight. Yeah, because you're doing it wrong, actually. Yeah, so I will talk about that in my other video, but this one I just wanted to quickly bang this out there right now so that you begin to get a lot more information around this and you get help around this. You can help yourself by spending less, by eating less. By 12 o'clock, have that drink. That drink, I mean a smoothie, not a juice. It's either you have the fruit itself or you blend it into a smoothie and you drink it. Once you do that, your sugar level goes up and you are able to function till end of day. By end of day, you eat your dinner, go to bed. Throughout the day, you keep drinking water. It helps with your skin, helps with everything. You begin to see that you go to the loo. I'm going to talk about this green tea stuff. That green tea stuff, why you need it. Yeah? All right, guys. See you next time. It's Tire Your Weight Loss.